Good Sunday, everybody. Good Sunday. Kind of still hot around here in California. Today is Sunday, 11:43 a.m. 11:43 a.m. in California, United States. I just want to say thank you. Thank you a lot for all the followers and other people that have been watching my videos, sharing, subscribing. We are almost there. We need you guys to make that goal happen, which is get to 1,000 followers. Well, let's see. I think once we got to 1,000 followers, this is going to be pretty much quicker than we expect, because more you share, more other people is going to share, and then our channel will be out there for many other people. This is a channel that we like to keep and have a conversation. We do this normally on a Saturdays and Sundays. I did a little bit on a Friday as experiment. It was kind of nice. I'm trying to, have like 3 days a week live presentation, but let's see what's going to happen. But anyway, I appreciate all the followers, all the people that has been watching our videos and sharing. I do appreciate. We had at least 3 or 4 videos. I believe it was 3 videos that there was over 1,000 views, and that is amazing. I thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Let me check it out here. Okay. Yeah, we are back. So anyway, waiting for you guys, all your opinion, topics you guys want to bring, which is, can be politics, religion, whatever you want to talk about it. The only request that I normally have is if you're out there, you want to participate in our conversation, please be careful using proper words, very respectful. We do respect everybody regardless, of anything. We don't classify or disclassify anybody as long you are respectful to everybody and to each other. Thank you for all the 7 people out there. I can see now. And thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing. Like I said, we did a little experiment on a live presentation on a Friday. It was kind of nice. I don't know if I ever did on a Friday. If I did, it was a long time ago. And we had I'm not sure, I think it was maybe over 100 people watching or something. So anyway, it was nice. So yesterday we tried to have our live presentation. When it was about to start, something happened. I have to take care of some business, and I couldn't stay. So sorry for the folks that expect me to do a live presentation yesterday, and it didn't happen. It is like that on my life, And like I said before, also I said that this is pretty much like inspirational kind of thing. I talk when I feel like that I have to talk about something. When I don't feel like, I don't do live presentation. But all my videos, it is kind of carefully, elaborate. Folks, you have to check it out, my videos. I kind of like what I'm doing. I don't know, but I think it's bringing people to think about, to watch. It's pretty much telling people, showing people what's going on out there. Now, if you speak Portuguese, if you speak Spanish, you are welcome too. I normally tell people that I'm the great pretender I pretend that I speak English, I pretend that I speak Portuguese, and I pretend that I speak Spanish. So yeah, so you are all welcome, okay? So anyway, it was, every week here in the United States, we are having really something going on. It's always something on the news. It's about the Epstein files. It's about immigration raid. Like for instance, this week, I don't know if you guys are following immigration officers, agents, whatever you want to call, ICE, all the other guys went to a Hyundai plant in Georgia, and last number that I saw was over 400 detainees on that plant. So Korean plant, Hyundai cars, and we had that thing there. I don't know how that happened, what is behind it, but it did happen. That's the new normal, I guess, in the United States, and everybody is kind of nervous. Even those who are legal in this country, residents, and have proper documentation, they are very, most of them, they're very, very, concerned. Most of them are feeling very unsafe, unprotected, and they should be, because there is nothing really for sure right now. That is no certain thing as a certain thing. Everybody is this edge kind of situation, and it's very, very dramatic and concerning. A lot of those cities, the metropolitan ones, big cities, mainly big cities like Chicago, Detroit. We had a situation in DC, and also we had another situation right here in Los Angeles a couple of months ago. But anyway, when it comes to immigration, things are very complicated around here. The political economics also is very delicate right now. We don't know what's going to happen. It is uncharted waters and uncertain future. Well, future is a prospective kind of idea, but nowadays it has been more complicated. Hello, 369. I remember you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. So yes, things right here in the United States has been a roller coaster, to be kind of accurate in a description, when it comes to economics, politics, and everything else. You cannot bet in anything. The market, which is the Wall Street, are very nervous too. Job numbers are not good, the inflation are not good, and a lot of things is not doing. Long time, Brain, what's up? Still alive, huh? Thank you for stopping by, Peppery 369 and Brain Ticklers. I appreciate. Oh wow! Thank you. Well, right there we have the usual suspect. Peppery 369 and Brain Ticklers. Thank you, sir. I appreciate. So anyway, in other words, when it comes to economics, social issues, and politics, even religion, well, religion is the same old. Politicians, social issues, political issues, it is really kind of, you cannot bet on it. But one thing is for sure, for those who does not know, I noticed in a few countries they are pretty much having the same phenomenon when it comes to politics, which is polarization. This is, I don't want to say that it's the new normal because this happened before, but right now it's very evidential, if I can say that. It is out there for everybody can so everybody can see it. Politics is very, very complicated moment in American history, and definitely some other countries. If you follow what's going on in Brazil, it's complicated too. Argentina is complicated. I don't want to talk about some other Asian countries. You know, some time ago we had the South Korean situation there. But anyway, guess the language. I don't know, man. Indian? I don't know. Well, I guess Dravidian. Is that an alien kind of language? Oh well, thank you for all the likes, man. A lot of likes out there. Yeah, there we go. All right. They are communicating to each other, that I can tell you. I like to, I like when I see you guys communicating to each other. I like that. Because, you know, if you ask me, I am always begging for people to help me get to those 1,000 followers. Let me tell you something. One of the things that I really want about this channel here is giving room for people to talk about stuff, good things, bad things, but in a very nice, proper manner way. We know the reality, at least we know our reality, because I think reality for most of people are kind of virtual reality, and people don't realize that, but this is a subject for another time. Bravo, respect. So, anyway, I want to make this channel a channel for people who really want to talk about as a human person, as a human being. I don't want the BS of I'm pro this, pro that. I'm this religion, I'm that religion. Whatever. If you want to talk about that, we can talk about. I don't think you guys gonna like my position on it. But I'll promise, I'll do my best to see. Promising is another political phrase. But I'll do my best for not being too political. I think it's probably almost impossible. Impossible does not exist on my philosophy. But I'll do my best to, give. I'll probably most of the time I'm probably most of the time gonna give you my opinion. What you guys gonna do with my opinion, I don't know. I want to tell you a thing. Okay, I was working on my startup and contacted many ventures. Now it is around 8 months, and it is finally looking that I'm getting a deal. Man, whatever the deal is, congratulations. I hope you get what you're looking for. I hope it's good for you and it's not bad for anybody. But I appreciate you sharing, this. I am a kind of person that is I don't think many people are like this, but I am a kind of person who really feel good when somebody's feeling good. I really do. Because when you're feeling good, that means you're kind of living the purpose of life, and objectives, results of a good life, a good living is like that, No problem, brain ticklers, and I mean it. You know, success is by definition word. So whatever you feel makes you feel good, we are with you. You know, just don't hurt anybody. Well, you know. So yes, we are on this great Sunday, 11:59, almost 12 noon, Sunday in California, United States. Can you believe that? And you know, again and again and again and again, I want to thank you, all the folks from Asia, from India, especially, I have to say it because I have so many followers from India, and I appreciate that. I don't know how that happened, folks. I don't know how that happens, but I thank you so much. Yeah, okay, no problem, man. I hope you have a very good day. I was gonna say very blessed day, but if I say that, I'm gonna not gonna be too honest, because I don't really believe in this kind of thing. But you know, whenever you feel good, it makes us feel good. Money cannot buy happiness. Oh, I am on with you on this one, right? Thank you, thank you. Yep, California, thank you. All right, thank you for stopping by, my man. I appreciate. I think you can buy. You know, let me just say this. I'm glad you guys are trying to bring the subject of happiness and money together. We can talk about that. At least I can give you my opinion. You know, there is a lot of good things. I have to admit. Remember, I do not believe in happiness. I told you guys before, right? Okay, for the record. But I think that joy is a good thing and it's real. You can have joy. Happiness is very spiritual thing, kind of hard to define. But going back to the subject, money buying happiness, I'm gonna say joy and some other good things in life. Let me tell you something. There is a lot of things on these days, that money can do. Reality checked, you know. Oh, let me tell you a story, guys. Listen to this before you guys bring anything else. I saw a story yesterday on a news channel yesterday about a guy, and he hit the jackpot. This is a good example, right? Listen to this. The guy hit a jackpot on a lotto. I think it was a Powerball or Mega Million, whatever. We have two big ones here in the United States. Matter of fact, yesterday I think was in 1 point something billion dollars, almost $2 billion. I don't know if anybody hit. Don't tell everybody. I play a few tickets. So anyway, this guy, he hit the jackpot, I think was last year. 1 billion something dollars. 1 billion something dollars. You know, when you hit a jackpot here in the United States, for instance, California, right here, you're gonna have to pay federal taxes and the state taxes. But altogether, it's gonna be maybe 30, no more than 40% altogether. So imagine if you are 1.5 billion, you still have like $750 million taxed free, right? So anyway, this guy hit the jackpot last year. I saw him on a news, and this year he was diagnosed with very aggressive cancer. Well, I saw some conversation that the reporter had with him, and I felt like, man, this is really something, right? And he was saying that all he really wanted was his health back. So values change. depends on the circumstances. If you see some stories about was Jobs, Steve Jobs, I think was him. Before he died, one of the things I read about it was he was saying he would give everything, all the money he had and had and had before, just for being healthy again. I'm not trying to be too philosophical, but you have to be careful when talk about this money thing, because I've studied, I watched a few things about money and lotto, etc. People who becomes rich, millionaire, billionaires. That is this old saying, okay? We used to have this in Brazil, but I believe this is a worldwide old saying, okay? But we say more or less like this. If you really want to know someone, okay? If you really want to know someone, you need to give this person needs to have, or you need to give the person those things. Money, what is the next one? Power and drink. When you see these people or that person with one of these or all the three, then you're really gonna know that person. So for many people, I'm not telling you this because I'm not rich. Maybe I am. But many people kind of destroy themselves when they get wealthy, when they become a powerful person. And I don't have to tell you that drinking destroys a lot of lives too. So there. The problem of money is not the problem, not money itself. Well, I think I agree. It's just like I said. Let me add to what I was talking right now, okay? Let me add something. I don't believe that even yourself knows you without getting those things that I mentioned, okay? You cannot even tell yourself or others that you really know yourself until you become a rich person, wealthy person, powerful person, or a drinking kind of person. So that's what I'm trying to say, and it is true. It is true. So for those, look, I spent most of my life trying to be rich, millionaire. I never really liked the idea of being a billionaire. To be honest, I really didn't. I think a billionaire, it's too much of greedy on it. But rich and millionaire, because there is a few things in these days that you definitely need some money to take care of. So, but we have to be careful what we are wishing for, because I know a lot of stories, personal ones, of people who became rich, wealthy, and destroyed everything, not only the money itself, but themselves. I have personal stories as a former police officer in Brazil, sergeant in a force 150 years ago, involved in a family that became a millionaire on a lotto ticket. I met some of the family members. One of these days I can tell you the story if you're interested. Maybe not today. But yes, what I'm saying, folks, for those who really pursue wealthy and powerful life, just be careful. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but it's a lot of challenging on that life. Your enemy is changed besides yourself, because to me, it's still the biggest enemy in life. It's ourselves. No question about it. And then sometimes we don't know that. We just don't know. It's there, it's in our face, it's inside of us, inner, evil. We all have inner evils. That's a fact. How are we going to deal with that? That's the question. Okay, thank you, money cannot buy happiness. And let me tell you, money cannot buy happiness. I have nothing against, and I repeat, I have nothing against of being wealthy, rich, whatever you want to call. I have a lot against a poor society. That's my, I guess I can say, kind of message to everybody out there. On a society where most of the people or a lot of people are poor, we have some problems there. And greedy is the number one. When you see, look, the billionaires right now is absolutely less than 3% of the entire planet. We're talking about around 8 billion people, right? When you see the fact that less than 3% of humanity are billionaires and all the rest are either middle class, and the majority of people are very poor or living in starvation, that's something wrong with humanity. That's when I tell you guys that the money did not serve the purpose of it. Okay? Because money was made to buy things, to solve financial problems, not only yours, but others. Okay? Whoever had this horrible idea that we're living in, and I am part of it, that money is the thing, now they create a monster. Frankenstein kind of story, the monster is killing the creator. And that is the problem. So now, if you can manage well what money can do for yourself, and make sure that the money is not going to destroy yourself as a person, as a human, that is a good thing. But it is very, very, very challenging situation. I've seen people, mean because of money and power. And right now, you guys can see that too. If you live in a country where most of the population are poor or very poor, we got a problem. Okay? It's not only a social problem, it is a spiritual problem. It's not a financial problem. It is a spiritual problem. Most likely, the capital sins are involved. Greedy, etc. Those kills you spiritually, kills your soul, and money cannot do anything about it. Remember this. Law of the philosophical COTodd is coming to talk to you guys. Remember, no matter how rich you are, how millionaire or billionaire, you're not going to be able to take all that stuff, the riches, the money, the gold, the diamonds, the whatever with you when you pass. You shall not be able to do so. Now, the baggage, your baggage when you depart is going to be what you are, your words, your thoughts, your intentions, your heart, your mind. How good or how bad you were when you've been around this planet. That is a fact. What you are going to do about that is your problem. Well, maybe it's mine too, because I'm talking about, right? So let's think about this, okay? The most billionaire people on this planet they are around doing a lot of things, and some of those things are not good. Okay? How many kids? Well, I have 3 and 7 grandkids. So, yes. Again, I have nothing against money. Most of my life I was running after. Kind of regret a little bit on it. But life needs to have a balance. When I mean balance, I say 80-90% of your life needs to be spiritual, not religious. Not religious, spiritual. And maybe 20% it's about material life. More than enough. It's good to think about your old days when you come. You're gonna be an old guy, an old person. It's good to have someone to take care of certain things when you are not able to and you can pay for. Because it's time. Time on this planet is compensated with money still. We don't know the future. So yeah, that's the reality of life. Let me send the invitation here before I forget. Stay there, folks. My apologies. Sending some invitation. My apologies. Sending some invitations, just in case. All right. So anything else you guys want to talk about it? My philosophical moment is draining out. So anyway, folks, I did a live presentation on a Friday. It was kind of okay. First time in a long time, or maybe first time ever on a YouTube channel. So I'm gonna try to be more often when it comes to live presentation. I'm saying that probably I'm gonna do this more often, maybe Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or something like that. But folks, I really need you guys not only to like the lives, to watch my videos. Folks, I really like the videos that I'm posting, not only right here on YouTube, but also on Instagram. For those who does not have or does have the Instagram, I am on Instagram, COTodd63, COTodd63, and you guys can check out my videos over there. And also, I have many videos here. Probably have over 500 videos over here. I'm imagining, probably, you know. But anyway, don't forget to share. Don't forget to, help us to get to 1,000 followers. it has been difficult. I'm not gonna, under uh, express on this situation. This goal to get to 1,000 followers has been really tough for me. I got to the I think it was 945 or so. So 55 maybe away, something like that. I lost a few followers. So yeah. So let's get there together, okay? Let's get there to this goal. Let's check our videos. Let's share our videos. And folks, let me say something else, okay? When it comes to my professional life, the personal side of, about me, you can check me on Instagram, okay? Instagram, it's we can talk about more about my professional abilities and any stuff like that, like what I do on a personal level, professional level, etc. And if you have any question right now, I can try to answer as best way possible. All right? Okay. So we are 36 minutes on the hour, and right now it's 12:20 p.m. 12:20 p.m. California time, and you are absolutely welcome. I want to thank you guys for the support, guys. You really, been there and been watching my videos, and I know. Let me tell you something. I do appreciate very much your stopping by because I know for a lot of you guys from Asia, it's really late over there. I know that. For some of you, it's probably already Monday, and I'm still here on a Sunday, 12:21 p.m. 12:21 p.m. in California, kind of very very warm afternoon, and yeah. But if you have any other subject you guys want to talk about, just bring it on. Thank you. Altadena, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate Altadena. I think I am on this earth to earn money. I can make others happier and more happier. Hey, I understand that, Brian Ticklers. You know, and every time when I think about, being rich, millionaire, whatever, I've been thinking about other people. Look, even when you think about that, it's really hard because, one thing that I notice about life, I want to think that I kind of helped a few people in my life. And that is one thing that is complicated, and that thing is helping people. It's not as easy as people think. You know, when you're anonymous, it's better. And that's the real challenge because I've seen a lot of people out there, donating and they want to be famous on that. Social media, quite few people using the platforms and doing some good stuff, which I'm going to insist. Don't stop doing, keep doing. But remember, now I'm going to talk about karma and some other values in life. Doing the right thing for the right reason, it's better, spiritually speaking. Okay? Doing the right thing for the right reason, spiritually speaking, it's way better than doing the right thing for the wrong reasons. To me, the wrong reason, when you do something good for someone, it's when you're looking for recognition, when you're looking for, someone to valorize, to appreciate you for what you're doing. And I don't think this is good. It's very tempting, it's very challenging. Do the right thing for the right reason. It's a very, very, very challenging situation. And not everybody can do that. Most of us cannot help of not succumbing or falling to the temptation of recognition of what we're doing, appreciation, you want to call. It's good to have appreciation because it indicates that you're in the right direction, but yet appreciation, it's a tricky thing because it brings a lot of pride too, and that's a very dangerous feeling. So here in the United States, people like to talk about pride as two different things, and I disagree so much about this. I'm very proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Oh, I proudly so. Folks, let me tell you something. This is the evil's concept. There is no such a thing as a good pride. Remember that. Pride is bad, period. Pride is bad, period. Okay? So we have to understand that if you want to live a better life as a person, as a human society, and learn how to not fall to the temptation of having the necessity of pride. Okay? So, like I said, we have to learn how to do the right thing for the right reason. And let me tell you, I was talking about a little bit about, I think I was trying to touch a little bit about the gratefulness and being grateful or stuff like that. I said in a few lives before, some time ago, that expectation is it is a product that causes disappointment. Okay? If you are able to do something for someone without expecting anything in exchange or in return, you are heading on the right direction. I'm telling you are. Okay? So hold on, let me check something here. Hold on, let me do something here. I have an idea here. Maybe it's gonna work, maybe it's not, but let me check something. Stay there. If you have any question or comment, go ahead. I'm trying to find something here that's gonna be interesting. Hold on. Stay there, okay? I'm trying to let me see something here. Maybe, maybe not. Interesting, huh? How about this one here? I just, by curiosity, I kind of found something here that could be interesting. So stay there, post your questions and comments. I'll be right there. I'm here, okay? Let me see. Stay there, stay there. I'm here, folks. Oh yeah, I found it. There we go. All right, folks, I'm back. Any question? Any comment? Let's do it. Let me see if I find another one here. Okay, I'm back. There. So anyway, normally we are gonna be Saturdays and Sunday here live on this channel, and then I am trying to add a third day. I did the tryout on a Friday. It was okay, and I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be able to do it again. Okay. So my goal is to have at least 3 people. I'm sorry, 3 lives on a week. Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or maybe some other day of the week, plus Saturday and Sunday, which I normally do, okay? So that's what we're trying to do here. And folks, don't forget to check also my Instagram page, which is COTodd63, COTodd63. You can check my profile there. You can check my profile here too. You can post your questions, comments. Check my videos, folks. It is good. I think it is good, at least for myself. By the way, when I post my videos, I post for myself. I feel like I watch over and over and I look at this, look at that, and go like, you know what? It looks like it's good, you know? So anyway. Yeah, so I'm here for a few more minutes. If you guys have any question and comments, I'll be more than glad to talk about it or try to answer. Okay? And right now it's a great weather here. I'm in Los Angeles County, California. It's still kind of hot though, but it's good. So yeah. I'm kind of hungry after this one here. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go grab something to eat. Well, I guess we had enough in the conversation. I appreciate the participation of everybody. I'm gonna see you next week. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. And let's get together for the 1,000 followers. We're almost there. Let's see if you can make it happen, okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate. Best wishes, Brent Tickler. Money cannot buy happiness, and everybody else that it was out there. I appreciate. See you next week. Bye bye.